Hello everyone. After studying the concept of quantum well, today let us study about another type of low-dimensional semiconductor structure, which is quantum wire, also called as quantum well wire. So these are used as electron waveguides and many transport experiments. And mainly these semiconductor quantum wires have been used to make switchable high-speed laser. So what actually are these quantum wires? Let us study. So in general, we can say these are one-dimensional system. That is, the dimension is reduced from 3 to 2 and 2 to 1. And when we get one-dimensional system, those structures are called as quantum wires. Again, we need to use the concept of quantum confinement effect, where in quantum well, we have confinement or restriction to the movement of carrier along one direction. But in quantum wire, the confinement takes place in two directions. So if you consider XYZ axis, electron in bulk semiconductor, it can move in all the three axes. If you consider quantum well, then it can move along two axes and along one axis it is restricted. And if the further restriction is increased, we get quantum wire. That is, let us say we are restricting the carrier, that is electron or hole, along x and y axis. Means it can move only along z axis. And such a system where confinement is taking place along two direction and degrees of freedom is along one direction, that is only along z direction, let us say, such type of system is called as quantum wire or quantum well wire. So these are the source of quasi one-dimensional electron system. So how these are fabricated and what is the history of it? So quantum well wire structure were first proposed by Sakaki, and he fabricated the ultra thin semiconducting wires, which are nothing but the quantum wires, where confinement was occurring along two directions and the carrier was only free to move along one direction. So in such a thin wire structures, the electron behaves essentially as quasi one-dimensional electron gas. So if you just consider, this cube is nothing but the bulk semiconductor, and quantum wire, we can just observe something like a tube in between. So here there is only one direction or one degrees of freedom. Along other two direction, confinement is taking place. Electron or the hole cannot move in those two direction. And these quantum wires or the carriers which are present in that, it may be electron or a hole, because we are considering low dimensional semiconductor structure. Semiconductor means carriers are both electrons as well as holes, and they may be scattered by the ionized impurities which are located inside the wire, like the background impurities, as well as by those which are outside the wire, that is called as remote impurities. So because of the interaction, they can get scattered. Then let us study about its wave function, energy eigenvalues, as well as density of states. So the wave function and energy eigenvalues of electrons which are confined to move in a long thin quantum well wire depends on the geometry of the wire. So main thing which determines the wave function as well as eigenvalue is the geometry of the quantum wire. And for a rectangular quantum well wire, assuming the confinement of electron is along x and y direction, then the eigenfunctions and the eigenvalues using the effective mass approximation are given as the wave function or eigenfunction xi nlk will be equal to 2 times of ab into l whole raised to -1/2 into sine n pi x by a into sine l pi y by b into exponential of ikz, and the corresponding energy eigenvalue will be equal to E nlk equal to n square h cross square pi square divided by 2m star into a square plus L square h cross square pi square divided by 2m star into b square plus h cross square k square by 2m star. So here it can be written as En plus El plus Ek. So first two terms are with respect to the direction where the confinement takes place, and third one is h cross square k square by 2m. This is same as that we study under bulk semiconductor. There is a dependence of energy on square of wave vector, that is k square, and here n takes the values 1, 2, 3, and same L is going to take the value 1, 2, 3 and so on. So these are the subband indices, and capital L denotes the length of the wire, length of the quantum wire, and A and B are the cross-sectional dimensions along x and y direction respectively. So along x direction A is the cross-sectional dimension, along y direction B is the cross-sectional dimension, and k is the wave vector along z axis, because the carrier is only free to move along z axis and confined along x and y axis. So that's why we are considering only the cross-sectional dimension along xy direction, whereas the energy depends as square of wave vector along z direction. So this is about wave function and eigenvalue. Coming to the density of states. So the density of states per spin per unit length of a pure one-dimensional electron gas is given as rho one-dimensional of E, that is density of states, which is a function of energy, is equals to 1 by 2 pi into square root of 2m star by h cross square into 1 by root E, that is e raised to minus half. So here we can observe that the density of states for pure one-dimensional electron gas is inversely proportional to root of energy. And quantum well wire, we just understood that it is a source of quasi one-dimensional electron gas. So the density of states for the dispersion relation in quasi one-dimensional case is given as rho q1d, that is quasi one-dimensional, of E, which is again the factor relating to energy, will be equal to L by pi into square root of m star by 2 h cross square into summation over NL of E minus En minus El whole raised to minus 1 by 2 into theta of E minus En minus El. So this theta term, it explains the step function. So when we had discussed about the MOSFET and the heterojunction, there we found that is density of states as a function of a step function. That is, when you plot the graph of density of states as a function of energy, you can observe the steps, and that is the same graph for the quantum well also, and the same nature, that is theta of x. Here it is theta of E minus En minus El, that is again a step function, and other terms are same, that is capital L is the length of the wire, and E are the energies, and En and El are the energies with respect to the subband indices along x and y axis. So this gives the density of states for quasi one-dimensional case. And if you just draw the graph for density of states as a function of energy based on the above equation, we can just observe the nature something like this, where we can observe some peaks. So here the minima of first three subbands which are located at 2E0, 5E0 and 8E0 are given. So this is the nature. If you consider for quantum well, we can observe the step type nature based on the step function. But here we are having certain peaks. So this is the nature for quasi one-dimensional electron system. So this is the concept, the wave function, meaning, some details about the eigenenergy, that is eigenvalue, and the density of states, how it is going to differ with respect to pure one-dimensional electron gas and quasi one-dimensional electron gas we just studied. So if you need to understand it properly, just go through all the previous classes, so the picture is going to be very clear. So each and every class is a step-by-step process. So next class we are going to discuss about the zero-dimensional system, which is quantum dot. So this is for today's class. Thank you.